So you are going to join in a software company. You are going to join in a software company and you are working for a project. You are going to work for a project. That project is called client. Now, in our example, it is USMF. In our example, it is USMF company. So what is this company will do? They will purchase the material. They will do the payment. They will receive material from the vendor. For that, they will record in the system how much amount I need to pay to the vendor. Because I have received, then I need to pay that much amount to the vendor. That is in Telugu, appu. In Telugu, it is appu. Wow. So we need to pay. That is the vendor account. Vendor account will be created. And at the time of payment, you are paying money. So your bank balance will be decreased. Your cash balance or bank balance will be decreased. Okay. You need to remember always you need to remember, open the file. You need to remember debit means positive. Credit means negative. So this is asset, your money. Positive is asset. It is your money. Your money in the form of customer or in the form of inventory. It will be. Means you have washing machines, you have laptops, you have LEDs. That is your money in the form of inventory. And you have given money, you have given material to the customer. Then it is money, your money is with customer. Whereas credit means liability. Credit means liability. That is, you need to pay money to the vendor because you are taking material. So at the time of invoice, vendor account will be created. You need to remember at the time of vendor invoice, vendor account will be created. Okay. So as discussed till now, I think Vivek, you joined today only, am I right? Or already joined the last demo, last week?
Yes, sir.
You have
Yes.
joined. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to remember like debit means positive, credit means negative, and we need to learn one is vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer. These four transactions you need to learn in the system. There are so many different ways we are going to do vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer. There are different ways. Okay. So all different ways we need to understand this process. And one more, Vivek, have you added in the WhatsApp group? No, am I right?
No, sir.
One second. If you paid fee, please ask Institute to add into the group.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, vendor payment, customer payment. Okay, fine. So, vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment, we need to do. Vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment, we need to do. And now, vendor invoices, we learned one process, invoice invoicer. The second method, let me show you. Second method, it is purchase order to invoice. Second option is purchase order to invoice. First option is invoice journal. Second option is purchase order to invoice. Let me show you this purchase order to invoice. So the first method and second method, both methods, let us understand. So the first method, it is without any item. Without any item, we need to do it. Second method, this is trading item. Using trading item, we need to do invoice. Let me show you these two methods once again. And if you have any questions, we'll discuss. Kshitija. Kshitija, you have joined earlier. Have you joined earlier my session? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Let me go back. Now, let me show you these two methods once again. This method you have learned last week, but this method you have not learned. Let me show you. People are pinging me. They are challenging. They are facing some challenges to join this link. Fine. So, Sai Chandu, you have joined now.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. So now these two methods, let me show you. The first method is without any item. Without any item. If you are purchasing, suppose, tissue papers or water bottles or A4 stationery. If you are purchasing this one, you are not going to update inventory. It is expense item. Okay. Let me show you quickly that one once again. Again, let me show you. So accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, vendor invoice, invoice journal, click on new, select the vendor, journal name, select the journal name, this is journal name, click on lines, select the vendor. Okay, here invoice number you need to enter because you have received invoice copy from the vendor. You have received invoice copy from the vendor. That invoice number you need to enter. What is this invoice number means? Whenever you are purchasing material, you will get an invoice copy. It is must. Please bear with me. Sometimes the laptop is slow down. I can't do anything. Still, I have 32 GB RAM laptop. Still, sometimes I need to have some like slow down. You cannot predict that one. Okay, just a minute. Now, those are these things. Those are not required. Now, invoice. So, invoice will be generated by vendor. vendor will generate the invoice copy and he will arrange this copy to you. What are the items you have purchased and what? So that invoice number you need to enter. That is mandatory in the system. In the system, you need to enter invoice number. Okay. Now I have purchased, suppose A4 stationery, white papers. So $20. Now offset account is expenses. This is stationery, whatever it is there. Office supplies expenses. And save. Then it will show you debit and credit. Vendor account credit, because I need to repay money. So it is always vendor account at the time of invoice. It is a liability. You need to pay money to the vendor. Okay, credit. If it is debit means it is positive, credit means negative. We need to pay money to the vendor, that is credit. Okay, click on here. So here I'm not selecting any item. I'm writing down what are the items I'm purchasing. I'm not selecting item, so I can. This is invoice journal. This is invoice journal. So without any item. In reality, you are purchasing item, but that item is not for trading. Why you are purchasing A4 stationery? For your employees to write down whatever they have. Water bottles. These are not trading items. These are expense items. So that is the reason it is expense account data at the time of invoice journal. At the time of invoice journal is expenses account data to expenses account data to vendor account credit. Expenses account data to vendor account credit. This is at the time. This is expense item. If it is a trading items, is trading item. Then purchase order invoice process we need to learn. It is a topic from P&L, trade and logistics, SCM part. So let me show you. Accounts payable module, collapse all, purchase order, all purchase orders. Click new button, select the vendor account. Suppose I'm selecting like B102 vendor. I'm selecting B102 vendor. Selecting site and warehouse. This is logistics related SCM functionality. This is called SCM function. Click OK. Select the item. This is trading item. Trading item means you are purchasing and you are selling. You are purchasing and you are selling. Suppose 5 quantity. Now before this one, let me show you vendor. I'm taking duplicate. Accounts payable, vendors, all vendors. We have created one vendor account B012. B0102 vendor account I have created for batch 102 vendor. For batch 102. Now if you verify transactions, it is updated for like 4 transactions. If you verify the balance, it is 0 at present. The balance is 0. Earlier we did it. Now, if I go to transactions here, at present it is debit and credit 0. And if I remove this, like suppose open transactions, it will show you 0. Means There is no open transactions. These two are invoice and payment. Now I'm creating a new purchase order for this B102 vendor. Okay, and I'm doing confirmation. This is trade and logistics or SCM functionality. So purchase order to invoice purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, vendor invoice. Actually, purchase order creation will be done by purchase department. This will be executed by purchase department. Product receipt will be done by source department. Vendor invoice will be done by finance department. Understood? So this is SCM part. This is finance part. Okay. This is trading item. So now you are learning partially SCM functionality. This trade and logistics or supply chain management SCM functionality you are learning. It is not finance. Trade and logistics or SCM, supply chain management, SCM or trade and logistics. Okay, this functionality you are learning. So purchase order creation will be done by purchase department. Confirmation is mandatory for proceeding. The purchase manager will approve. Purchase manager will validate the budget funds. Okay. Then stores department, they will receive the material. Product receipt means they will receive the material. Vendor invoice means finance department, they will do the invoice. So this is SCM part. Trade and logistics or supply chain management SCM part, and this is finance. Okay. So now let me show you this process. So I have created a purchase order. Let me make one item with this 1000 price. And you need to go to confirm button. Confirm. You need to do confirmation. This is SCM. It is not your responsibility, but you need to learn. Next, product receipt. Generate area page, product receipt. So you need to enter the product receipt number. Means whenever you are receiving material, vendor will dispatch the material from here to here. At that time, he will generate one document. That is packing slip, vendor dispatch document or packing slip. For vendor, it is packing slip. For us, it is vendor dispatch document number. That number you need to enter here and date. Click OK. So if you do product receipt, what happens? On-hand inventory will be increased. That means in the stores department, +1 stock will be updated. Stock will be updated. +1 will be updated. Okay. Now, if I do invoice, vendor invoice, I'm entering vendor invoice number. If you do invoice, update as status is passed and post. Then, if you verify vendor transactions, vendor balance will be -1000. If you verify vendor balance, it is minus 1000. Minus 1000 means you need to pay this 1000 rupees or $1000 to the vendor. So the second option you are learning now, trading item. Okay. So now the question is, you want to practice this one. If you want to practice, where I have to practice? Because I'm showing demo last 2 days, I have explained last time. Now you want to practice, then what I have to do? So now I'm showing you demo link. Okay, I'm showing you demo link. I will publish this one in the WhatsApp group. Okay, in the WhatsApp group for practicing purpose. Temporarily, demo link, the trial version. I'm taking this one. I will copy this one and I will paste in the group, in the WhatsApp group we have already that link. This is for practicing temporarily. Temporarily practice. Okay. I'm giving you information here. You can go to Google or any Chrome or any browser. You can enter here like this. Now you can click on VM launch VM mode for your practicing purpose temporarily. So the link will be opened automatically. You need to register with your email and password. With your email and password, you need to register initially. Now this is opening local admin. It is server provided by Microsoft practicing purpose. So it is 2 hours. Okay. So this is local admin. Username is local admin. And password is pass@1. You can type here or you can select here T button. Then it is typing automatically. Next. It will open the application. This is for temporary practice purpose. Now don't do anything. System will automatically open the file. It will open the application. This is for practicing purpose. It is opening automatically. I will publish in the group. In the WhatsApp group, I have already WhatsApp group. In the group, I will give you the link. You can practice. Okay, if you are not added, you can ask institute to arrange. You can ask institute to add in the group 7 a.m. batch 102 finance. Now it is asking username. You need to click on this one T. Then automatically writing this username. No need to do. Automatically will do it. Next. And then password. You can click here T. Password is that. Click sign. Then the application will be opened. This is for temporary practicing. Temporary practicing. This will be closed by 2 hours. After that, once again, you can open. Whatever you have entered, it will be closed. That is a minus point from here. Every 2 hours, it will be closed and you need to reopen. Then whatever the content you have earlier it was entered, that will not be there. So this is a temporary purpose. As I told you in the demo session, I clearly informed you. I will give you temporary link for 2 hours. But permanent link is you can purchase from Rajshekhar. You can purchase from Rajshekhar or you can install in your laptop with the help of Rajshekhar. This is temporary link I'm sharing now. Okay, temporarily. So this is it temporarily. Let me close and let me open once again. I'm showing you once again how to do it. So the link I will share with you. in the WhatsApp group. So demo link, trial version, demo link. You can copy the link. We'll ping you in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So you can open here the link. Now you need to click on launch VM mode. It is opening the application. Okay. So initially before this one, you need to enter your personal email ID. You need to register this one. You need to register with your personal email ID, like Google, like Gmail or Outlook, whatever you are registering, right? Whenever you're registering, it is asking mobile number kind of thing, your interest and all those things. The same manner, you need to register first, and then it is opening. So the username is local admin, it is there. Password is this one. You need to click on P. Next, it will open the application. Okay, so I'm just closing this one and I'm opening once again. So sometimes it is not opening, so it is there. Okay, so if you want, you can use the same, or you can click on use another account, and it is coming here. Next, password is this one. Username and password. Sign in. It will be open. Do not show this again. Click yes. Then it is application will be open. Okay, so you can make it 90% or 80%, so that look and feel will be easy. You can now go to accounts payable, collapse all, purchase orders, all purchase orders. I'm taking duplicate browser. Duplicate tab. So one more browser up. Then now I'm creating a vendor, one vendor, accounts payable, collapse all, vendors, all vendors. Click new vendor, suppose B102 vendor, because batch number 102, this is 102 batch for me, vendor B102, and I'm selecting 2. So fine. Now it was created. So for this vendor, if you verify transactions, it is okay. Now I'm creating a vendor. I'm creating a purchaser. Click on new button. Select the vendor account. Okay, I'm selecting B102 vendor. We have created vendor. Now you can expand here. You need to enter site and warehouse. It is mandatory. Site and warehouse. If you enter warehouse, site will be automatically updated. You need to click OK. This is purchase department will do it. Okay, now I'm selecting item 1000. Suppose now I'm taking duplicate. I'm showing you on hand inventory for the item. This is SCM functionality. You need to learn some partially SCM also. So product information management, collapse all, products, released products. So here item 1000, you need to go to manage inventory, on hand inventory. It is, if I'm clicking on display dimensions here, site and warehouse, Click on Save Setup. Click OK. So under Site 1 Warehouse 13, we have the stock. But in the 11 warehouse, it is in 11 warehouse. It is in. Now I'm entering 5 quantity here and I'm saving this one. Now it is showing some vendor code B102 is not authorized. The reason behind here, it is approved list I have not enabled. Let me make it here. The purchase tab should be warning only available, but I'm making no check. What is this? I will explain you later. I'm making no check. If I make it no check, then if I go back and if I save, it will not show any error message. That is a warning message. It is not error message, it is a warning message. Now, if you verify on hand inventory, it is showing ordered in total. Means we are going to receive material from the vendor. This is we are going to receive ordered in total. And now confirmation is mandatory. Confirmation is mandatory. I'm doing confirmation. Actually, in SCM trade and logistics, you will understand many scenarios. Here you are going to learn only one scenario. I cannot teach entire subject SCM here. Okay, I'm showing you one scenario. Vendor invoice is a part of finance. So confirmation is mandatory. It is mandatory. The second step is mandatory. Okay, now confirm. Next, I'm doing product receipt. Generate area page, product receipt. I'm doing product receipt. Means material received by stores department. So here it is, I'm doing product receipt means stores department, they will update stores department whenever it is received material. Whenever it is received, they will do product receipt. Now, if you verify on hand inventory, it will update physical inventory. Refresh. It is 5. 5 is available in your warehouse. Now, I'm doing invoice. I'm doing invoice, generate area page, invoice button. Vendor invoice number, it is must. You need to enter invoice number. Invoice date. Invoice date is must. Then update mass status, fast. Then post. Then at the time of vendor invoice, vendor balance will be increased. Vendor balance will be increased. Now, if you once it is posted, let me show you. It is 899. It will update here the vendor transactions. If I refresh, it is updated. Actually, 5 quantity multiply with 899, it is 4995. Sorry, 4495, 4495. So vendor balance will be updated. So at the time of vendor invoice, vendor balance will be updated. At the time of stores department like product receipt, on hand inventory increase or physical inventory on-hand inventory will be here, will be updated with it. Data negative amount will be credit. Understood? Any questions on this? The second method you are learning now, trading item. Trading item you are learning. So if it is a purchasing expense item, it is expenses account data to vendor account credit. Whereas now trading item means here inventory account data to vendor account credit. Because your inventory value is increasing, right? Suppose earlier it is 10 quantity available, now it is 20. So your inventory is increasing, inventory value is increasing. That is debit. They need to pay to the vendor. So at the time of purchase order invoice, trading item, so it is the postings is like this. Inventory account data to vendor account. Inventory account data to vendor account. Okay, let me show you that one. The system. So if you go to purchase orders, invoice, journals, invoice, voucher, you can see here, but it is not showing. So for that, we need to click on one. I'm taking duplicate. General ledger, collapse all, periodic tasks, subledger journal entry is not yet transferred. You need to click on transfer now. You need to click on transfer now. Then automatically the voucher will be shown here. It is inventory account data to vendor account credit. Here, that is inventory account is cost of purchase material invoice. It is called. This is in the system. It is called cost of purchase material account data to vendor account credit. Okay. So two pending points I'm writing down. Pending points I will explain you later. Writing down two pending points here.
Sir, actually, I have one question here.
Yeah.
So can we say inventory account instead of cost of purchase of material? Means
Yes.
at the time of interview or wherever it is, someone asks. So we need to mention the system accounts only, or we can explain through that
I
inventory
will
account
explain you
as
those
well.
things. I will explain you from where it is
Oh,
coming. I'm writing down pending points now.
okay, sir.
Writing down. One is, so I'm doing this one. Subledger journal entry is not a transfer. Okay. So what is this? You don't know. What is this? It is billing rule. So actually, what is this means? Actually, here in general ledger, there are so many topics. It is overlapping a lot. In the ledger setup, general ledger parameters. Here, batch transfer rules is there. I need to explain. So what is this meaning? You don't know at this point. Batch transfer rule. Let me explain it. This is pending. I'm keeping pending. Now, postings. Purchase order, invoice, posting. Pending. Because you don't know where it is, from where it is coming. Okay. I will explain you this one. One more it is. One more. Let me do one more transaction. One more transaction. Let me. So accounts payable, collapse all, setup, accounts payable parameters, product receipt. I'm disabling this one. Why I'm disabling this one? I will explain later. Okay. Now let me do one more purchase order invoice. There are so many, it is confusing to you. Let me do one more transaction. New, select the vendor B102 vendor. Select site and warehouse. Click OK. There are many questions to your mind. Slowly you will understand all those things. Suppose 5 quantity. 5 quantity. Suppose this is 900. I'm making 900 so that it will be easy for you to understand. I have entered 9. Now I'm doing confirm. Second step, purchase order creation and then confirmation. Purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation. Next, product receipt, receive tab, product receipt. This will be done by stores department. Product receipt will be done by stores department. Okay. If you do product receipt, what happens? Your on-hand inventory will be increased. If you verify, this will become 10. Fine. Product receipt is updated. Now I'm doing invoice. This is finance part. This is finance part. I'm doing invoice. So invoice number, you need to enter invoice number because this is vendor was generated. So vendor will give the invoice copy to you. Vendor will give you invoice copy. Vendor will give you invoice copy. Okay, that invoice number you need to enter here. Okay, you need to enter here. Give me a second. You need to enter vendor invoice number and vendor invoice date. Okay, now I am posting update mass status fast, then post. Second, let me do one more time. Okay, now close. Let me go back. I'm doing invoice once again. One second, let me go back. Continue recovery. You need to enter invoice number. From here, invoice date, update mass status, this past, Then let me post. Okay, once it is posted, if you verify vendor transactions, it will update the transaction. Okay, now 4,900, 4,500, it is updated. And now if I go to purchase order invoice, you can see the voucher now. So it is not showing. So we need to click on subledger journal entry is not a transfer. What is this? I will explain you later. General ledger, collapse all, periodic tasks, subledger journal entry is not a transfer. Transfer now. Now if I go to vendor here, you can see the postings are, one is cost of purchased material invoice. What is this cost of purchased material invoice means? These inventory. Inventory account means cost of purchased material invoice account. Data to vendor account credit. Here there is purchase expenditure per product 0 it is. What is this? I will explain you later. I'm writing down pending. Purchase expenditure per product equal to 0. Why? What is this? You will understand later slowly. But these are pending points. I will explain you. So now currently it is the posting is here cost of purchased material invoice account data to vendor balance account. Cost of purchased material invoice account data to vendor account. So that's what it is here in the system. You can see cost of purchased material invoiced account data to vendor account. Clear? Any questions?
No questions.
So now today we learned about purchase order invoice. Earlier we learned invoice journal. You learned now purchase order. So I will share you this link. Okay, I will share you this link to practice, temporary practice. But my suggestion is this is for temporary. I will ping you in the WhatsApp group to everyone so that you can practice with the system. Okay. So whoever is paid fee, you will be added to the WhatsApp group. You will be added to the WhatsApp group. In that group, you can look at this one practice for practicing.